Thank you. Diane Jones.
Thank you, Chairman.
James.
James, thank you very much indeed. Mr. Draghi, thank you for coming this morning. This is my first opportunity to ask you a question, and I'm welcoming that opportunity. It is ironic, and a number of other speakers, though, have referred to this, that in the same week that you and your team are being criticised for attending private meetings with financial services firms, that the ECB refuses to attend public meetings at the Irish parliamentary inquiry into the 2010 Irish banking crisis. Now, it's essential for financial stability that the ECB face proper, and I emphasise meaningful scrutiny, to rebut serious allegations that the ECB threatened an elected government. And the 2-minute question format in this committee just doesn't seem to be providing that. And I welcome some of the previous questions, particularly from Mr. Giegold and also from my Irish colleague at the end of the other row. Now, despite my misgivings about the scrutiny quality, my questions are as follows for you, please. Are there any circumstances in which you could envisage the ECB attending a national parliamentary inquiry? And the second one, would you confirm that the ECB in this regard and in its regulatory function is actually no different from other EU-level regulators, such as the ESMA, which now oversees regulation of the City of London? Thank you, Mr. Draghi.
Thank you. Let me just say that all us have the duty to provide such a scrutiny. This is exactly what you are doing, including you, and the quality of the scrutiny depends on the quality of the answer that we, as a member of the Parliament elected by the citizen, are able to provide, to give to the ECB, which is here because it's accountable to the citizen through the European Parliament. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to add to what I said before. We respond to the European Parliament. We don't respond to national parliaments. So,
what about the second question? Second question.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Draghi. But can I just make the point to the chairman, sir? I did ask a question, and I did put a point that I don't think the scrutiny function within this committee is actually addressing the issues. And I think I'm correct in saying that to then respond to me in that way was not quite the way that the committee should handle things. But I'm willing to learn as a new, relatively new MEP. But the point I would make is that we've had lots of questions and we're not getting the confirmation in terms of responses that something will happen. Thank you.
I'm sorry, which questions you didn't get the answer to?
The one about ESMA's and in terms of the
oh yes,
the
yes.
UK. That's the one
I had not understood. I mean, I'm sorry, but I didn't understand your question there. I don't know what ESMA's London, the City of London.
Yes, sir. But in terms of some of the points that you've been making, you've on one hand indicated that you can't intervene and that you don't want to intervene, and yet in other responses you've actually cited parts of the system that do undertake precisely that sort of intervention. So I'm walking away, and I think anybody viewing this is going to be slightly bemused. What exactly is your role? When do you intervene? And when are you actually answerable to individuals, other committees and national parliaments?
I'm sure I don't understand your point. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Barbara Kappel.